Hey everyone, this is Lady Merc here. This is another episode of my Flashback Fridays, and obviously this is Medal of Honor. Actually playing this game was making me think about getting Battlefield. I don't like really the style of this game because it makes me feel like I'm running like a 300-pound person. And that's really not that fun. I like Modern Warfare 3, fast pace, drop shotting and all that stuff. I don't like the big fat slowness of this game. But well, I have an interesting topic actually I want to get into for this game. And there's a group on Facebook, or a thing on Facebook that I liked, and it's bitches don't know relationships are for one and not for two. It's pretty much saying, like, bitches outside of a relationship do not understand that they are not allowed in. Well, I have an interesting story. There's this ex-girlfriend of my, I don't even know what to call him at this moment, but and they were texting before, asking, for naughty pics and all that type of stuff, right? And I found out, they stopped texting, and about a month or two later, her number popped up again. I was like, oh, look, it's the number that I couldn't get a hold of before. And I started fucking with this bitch on my iPod Touch, because, iPod Touches can text. So I started fucking with this bitch, and it's so funny how dumb white girls really are. No offense to anybody, but this is one of the dumbest chicks I think I've met. And I was fucking around with her in my math class the other day, and I told her my name was John and I am 19. I am a white guy, and I was just pretty much acting like a guy during my math class. I wasn't even paying attention to the math. And she kept telling me to send her pics and all this stuff. I'm like, I just got a new phone, so I can't. And then she called my iTouch, and she was like, so you're texting off an iTouch? I was like, yeah, this is pretty much my new phone, since iPods can call and text. I was like, you know what, might as well. So I was doing that pretty much all day yesterday, and it was actually pretty funny. I love fucking with people. It's a very fun thing to do, and people don't realize that, if they fuck with me, their life is going to be a whole lot worse. Like, when I was playing on my account a couple days ago, one of the friends that I knew joined session, and he got that round, and he was like, haha, I fucked you up. I was like, boy, if you want me to go try hard, I will fuck you up and you won't be saying shit. And guess what? After that, he didn't say shit. He was quiet, and then he left. People don't realize that I'm pretty much the person, if you double cross me, if you betray me, if you try to fuck with me, I will come back at you 10 times harder than you came at me. I don't take that shit kindly, put it that way. Yeah, I had a very stressful week this week. Monday my car broke down, had to get a new battery. Then Valentine's Day I didn't do shit. I was at school all day. I had 2 tests that day. It's just been a very, very stressful week for me. Oh, and actually I have a very interesting story also about when every Wednesday I go and hang out with 2 guys that I'm cool with at GameStop. And in the beginning of the day is the guy that I'm really cool with. He's there alone until 1 o'clock. And when I went there, these 2 black dudes came in. Okay. One looking hella ghetto with his pants sagging halfway down his ass, and the other one was kind of decent. He didn't like sag his pants or anything. And he came up to me. He was like, hey sweetie. I was like, hi. And he was like, you got a boyfriend? I was like, yeah. And he was like, is this your partner? And this is the guy Brandon behind the counter. And he's like, is that your partner? I was like, yeah, he's my partner. They were talking, and then he was like, you game? I was like, yeah, PS3. I was like, I'm a hardcore Call of Duty gamer. And he's like, oh, I can beat you. I was like, I'm pretty sure you can't. So, and he was all like, oh yeah, I was number 3 in the world. I was like, good for you. You can be number 3 in the world and I can still beat you. It don't really matter. And he was like, what's your gamer tag? And I told him what my gamer tag was. And he was like, well, I'm gonna message you and then invite you and then put you in a private match and, you know, headshot, bam. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was like, do you one-on-one? I was like, no, I don't one-on-one. I don't one-on-one people because they like to fucking camp in a corner like a bitch. Why the fuck would I want to one-on-one somebody, especially you? And he was like, oh yeah, I'll message you and we'll one-on-one. And I was like, okay. And him and his friend, you know, were walking around the store. He's like, hey bruh, check out this game. Hey bruh, check out this game. And it's like, does your vocabulary go past the word bruh? I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I'm just like staring at Brandon. I'm just like, get me out of here. And I was like stuck in a corner. It felt so awkward with these two dudes just like coming at me. I'm like, leave me alone. And his other friend came up to me and he said something and I didn't hear him. I was like, huh? He was like, you're very pretty. I was like, thank you. He was like, you have a boyfriend? I was like, yeah. He's like, so you can't have a friend? I was like, I can, I guess, you know. And he was like, take down my number. My name's Malik. And I couldn't stop. I was trying to hold in my laughter the whole fucking time. Like, the whole situation was just so funny. And they're all walking around the store, so he's like, hey bruh, check out this game. And he was like, you know, I will message you on your PlayStation, I'll message you on your account. I was like, okay, yeah, you do that, you know. And this was on Wednesday, and it's Friday, and he still hasn't messaged me. So I wonder if he's gonna come into GameStop, you know, again next week and be like, hey, I messaged you, and be like, hey, no you didn't. You didn't do shit. It's just funny how people think that they're better than me. They always talk a whole lot of smack. Like this one little kid that I know, his name is Plankton, and he's probably gonna be watching this video, and I can really give a fuck. But this little punk ass kid who was 13, fat, and is a pretty boy, wants to come at me and say shit. Like, I told him, I was like, you're garbage, kid. Like, you're nothing. He was like, oh, well, come say something. I'm like, kid, you live in Vallejo, you're 13 years old. You probably have to ask your mommy and daddy to come up or to go do anything. I mean, come on now. It's always the little kids who think they're tough. And then it's like, oh, well, don't you have to go ask mommy and daddy? I was like, don't you have a bedtime? Fucking little scrub-ass kid. Like, I'm pretty sure your mommy and daddy won't let you have girls over. I mean, come on now. You're 13 years old. You need to be quiet. And he's like, oh, nigga this and nigga that. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're 13 years old. Shut up. Okay? Like, when you let your balls drop and your dick actually grows, then you can talk. Until then, shish. There is no need for talking at this moment. But yeah, you know, I was actually thinking for another flashback right. I was like, what game should I play? Cause, you know, I've done Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2. I was like, you know what, I'll play some Medal of Honor. And actually, I've heard there is it's supposed to be a new Medal of Honor coming out. I don't know when. It's like Medal of Honor 2. Something like that. I don't know when it's supposed to be coming out, but it is. Medal of Honor, the story mode is actually very, very good for this game. If you haven't got this game, you should go get it. It's like 19 bucks. The story mode is amazing. It's too short, I think. But the story mode is amazing to me. And also, if you guys haven't known, they are adding 10 more prestiges to Modern Warfare 3. For PlayStation 3, when the map pack comes out, it's supposed to be when they're gonna do that update to where there is 5 more prestiges, and then I think the map pack after that is when there's supposed to be doing another update for 5 more prestiges, and also I heard that they're going to be trying to add guns from like COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2. Like the G3 is one that I heard. And I think the AK-74U, I'm not sure. This is just rumors that I've heard. So I hope they actually do that. I don't know. I'm already at 10th prestige. I might either stay 10th prestige or prestige because I'm trying to get my gold guns. So I already have one. I'm trying to get my CM 901 as my next one. But yeah, like I said, this is Medal of Honor. I think I went like 16 and 12. This is the first time I played this game in months. I haven't touched this game in about like 4 months. So, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment below if you want to be my subscriber of the week. And if you have any games that you want me to play for Flashback Friday, just let me know. Later!
Fullback 6 is